we're back.
Hey, sweethearts. Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is the Sweet Spot Podcast. Where we talk about all things sweet and all things not so sweet.
All things sweet and also neat.
Oh,
What?
Lord. What the hell are you on?
Hey.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
I'm about to get canceled.
Guys, I was in preschool once.
Where are we all? Wait, preschool?
I'm pretty sure preschool is not required. But
Yeah.
I did go to preschool and I had a preschool boyfriend. His name was Trip.
Whoa.
I loved him.
Wow. Actually, I don't think I went to preschool. I think I only went to K4.
Oh.
We're ahead of her.
We're better.
Yeah, that's 'cause
we're
you-
more educated.
Yeah.
Girl,
We
what
can
did you
tell.
learn in preschool?
Guys, this week we have a sweet treat like we promised.
Thank you, Avery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have... I was hiding them. We have strawberry, vanilla... For a second I thought we were doing ASMR. I was gonna start whispering. Strawberry, vanilla, iced cake. Oh, talk about
Yum.
how shall we try?
Yeah, let's try.
Do you each want
Sure. Thank you.
I don't want that. You
Oh,
touched it.
sorry.
Sorry, I didn't think about it.
Thank you. It smells
3,
really good.
2, 1. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my Lord.
Very good.
Delicious.
It's kind of dry.
Really?
The cake itself.
I don't feel like it's dry.
You just got a dry one, probably. That's my assumption.
Is yours dry, Emma?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mine's quite moist,
Me
actually.
too.
Let's get to our topic of discussion today, which is school.
Cool.
School.
So, going back to preschool, because you both did preschool. I did not do preschool. What do you guys think of preschool? Do you think it makes you more advanced than the
Yeah.
people who...
Yeah.
I just remember it being a really good time. So
Nap time, yes.
did that in K4 too, right? I think you did that in everything. I also
K4.
did go to daycare like
Okay.
after school, but the thing is that my aunt works at the daycare, so I basically had like my family there.
Nepo baby.
guys, let us get to kindergarten, or as Ava likes to call it, K4. I never called
Yeah,
it K4.
why she? Okay, because she's not
K4
talking.
and K5.
She's not talking about kindergarten. K4 is not kindergarten.
Oh.
It goes preschool when you're 3, 4K when you're 4, kindergarten when you're 5, because that's 5K, and then first grade. Yeah, I think I did pre-K, 4K, kindergarten. I think I did all of them. I think my parents really wanted me out of the house, to be honest. I don't know why though, I was an angel. I was an angel child.
Mm.
But did you guys ever get sick in school? Like, did you guys
Probably
ever?
all the time.
Yes, I literally remember my core memory in 2nd grade when I puked, bro. It's embarrassing.
The thing is I don't remember K4 and K5. I only remember my daycare. Which
Oh.
is so weird. But
Interesting.
I think I remember in first grade, if we're skipping there, you talk about K4 and K5?
No, I'm done.
For first grade, I think I was in class with one of my cousins. So but I did not like my first grade experience. It was very bad. I feel like my teacher ignored me. Whenever I would raise my hand, she would always ignore me.
Ooh,
So
dang.
Let me do you one better. My first grade experience was horrible. My teacher would always yell at us, like screaming at the top of her lungs. And so anytime I did anything wrong, I was getting yelled at, and I'm pretty sure I had my first panic attack in first grade.
Wait, can I one up you guys?
Yeah, wait, what?
When I was in first grade, my mom died. So in first grade, I pierced my own ear because my teacher wouldn't let me go back to the bathroom when my earring fell out. I was like, crud.
Oh.
So I was like,
Crud.
okay. So I've had like bad like infections in this piercing hole.
Yeah,
Way
it's
back
about
to
to be
school.
spring break. What are you guys' plans for spring break? Just going home? back to Illinois, back to Green Bay.
Back to freaking 40 minutes from here.
Yeah, like 20. Yeah, but I'm gonna be here for spring break as well for a couple of days. But
Lord,
yeah,
I wouldn't do that. I hate this place. I hate this place. This place, don't come here. There's bad food. There's none of the bad food. So it's like,
so it's like we can have bad food or we can have no food.
and most of the time you're left with no food.
Yeah.
5 hours of the day that the dining hall is open, they're not serving anything. And you're left starving. Or you can have milk if it works. Or you can have flat soda if there's enough flavoring. Or
Or you can have hard, non-ripe fruit.
yeah, you could have a hard, unripe banana. You could have hard white cantaloupe. Or you can go to the bakery and get a dry stale cookie. Or get a burnt muffin. It's up to you. That was a really long tangent.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what
Or
I was
get
doing.
Macaroni with garlic. in
With
it.
garlic, even though you're allergic to it and you tell them you can't. Or because on times like these, where a break is coming up, the dining hall does this thing where they don't place new orders for food. So they use what they can until they run out. So right now, they are like running out of food. And I went down to have lo mein. And it was like twisty pasta was what they were using.
You know what's funny? Right now in the dining hall, they have tortellini, lasagna soup, and then 3 different types of mac and cheese. It's like all pasta.
That's probably because they only
Yes.
have pasta.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's not hard to make. Cause
No, but it's not hard to make, but yet it's still
But they
soft
still
or
mess
no
it up.
flavor.
they still mess
Like
it up.
it's. I remember one time when they had a mix of 2 different pastas in one thing.
Oh
I'm like,
Lord.
literally, it's not hard to make. And then the sauce is plain.
They can't find their middle ground.
Like tomato sauce, but how do you mess up tomato sauce and pasta?
fresh tomatoes and
Like the mac and cheese is alright though, but
the mac and cheese it's all right. I'm looking at it
Kraft
right
is
now.
better.
I'm looking at it right now. Yes, I would prefer to heat up my cup of Kraft mac and cheese than eat the mac and cheese from the dining hall because it's not good. Or you can go to the restore and buy a $7 bag of chips and get a $5 drink. Oh, do you want a $7 soda? No. Oh, do you want a $2 cookie? No. Also, the weather, it's windy. It's like we're in Kansas.
Okay.
Wait, what's the windy city? Chicago. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're there.
She live in Chicago.
But she lives in Illinois and that's close enough, right? Yeah, thank you.
It's pretty
As someone who has limited options, how do you feel about our dining hall?
I think it has limited options for me. I think
Tell them why.
Okay, so I eat pescatarian in the dining hall, and sometimes they'll have really good things, like the cauliflower, and then once they have a good thing, they'll take it away and replace it with tofu. And the tofu tastes really bad. I've only had it once because it was that bad and I couldn't have it ever again.
You need to try it more because it's the same thing as everything else where it's like they can't find the balance. Sometimes the tofu is good.
No, but that's like the tofu little balls. Have you tried the tofu like
Tofu balls?
like the tofu that like the sesame tofu like
Yeah,
balls?
no.
Have you tried the tofu that's just cubes?
Yeah. Sometimes it's good.
But it's like
You have
cooked.
to get it on the right day.
Okay. Well, apparently it's good sometimes. But the fish, it was good for one day and then it was bad the rest. Maybe it was like the shrimp was good the beginning of the semester. The salmon was good in the beginning of the semester. Now it's all bad for the most part. And they have garlic in everything. In everything.
And your
I
girl's allergic.
And I can't eat garlic because I'm allergic to it. And literally, tell me why every other school, like my friend goes to St. Louis University, and they have a special menu for suhoor during Ramadan, which is like our morning meal.
Mm.
Guess who doesn't have that here? Us. We don't have it because they don't care about us. They don't love us, and they want us to starve.
So
Oh Lord.
do we
Oh,
talk about how
Lord.
Ramadan has been going for you?
Ramadan.
So it's currently Ramadan.
Ramadan, I see. Ramadan?
Ramadan.
You're a dumb. Yeah.
So it's currently Ramadan, and it's pretty good, guys. It's a lot. It's
It's a little a lot.
It's a little bit a lot. Honestly, I've never had a harder Ramadan than this year because I think I'm just more stressed in college, and I think it's just difficult. Also, like, just having to wake up and, like, eat and, like, be, sharing a room with someone and, like, having to be super mindful of, like, everyone around us. Like, in my household, we're all waking up, so it literally doesn't matter. And being away from family and all that stuff. But other than that, it's been really good, and I've been chilling, and it's been a fun time.
Yeah. If you guys have not noticed, we do have a different type of lighting this time because we did have to. We did do it later in the day so that a friend can eat with us.
Break
So-
her fast.
Yeah, she broke her fast and then she ate the cake with us. So we probably will be doing it later in the day now, from now on. Especially if we have a sweet treat. So
Something I want to say about our school that I do like is the housing. Our housing, the way that the rooms are set up, is very nice. So traditionally, at a college, you'll have one floor with basically a big hallway. And the hallway has like a bunch of doors, and it's like an individual room. So here at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, we have suites. So every suite has 3 bedrooms and our own bathroom.
yes, we don't
So,
have
we don't have communal bathrooms. We share the bathrooms with like our suite mates. So if you hear us talking about like suite mates versus roommates, Ava and Afreen live in this room together, so they're roommates. I live in the room next door, but we're in the same suite, so we're suite mates. And yeah, it's really nice to share a bathroom with just us, because communal bathrooms are nasty.
Yeah.
The downside is that we have to clean our own bathroom, whereas like communal bathrooms get cleaned by custodians. But we're girls, so we keep it clean. Yeah, but currently I don't even have a roommate, which is pretty awesome. I might not even have one for the rest of the year. So basically party room. Yeah,
Wow.
party room.
Basically party room.
Basically party room. I've been watching a lot of Yellow Jackets in my party room.
So Emma's boyfriend lives across the hall from us, which is very funny. So they're always
I
at
did
each
not do that
other's-
on purpose. I did. I moved to this floor because my boyfriend lives on this floor. So, and whenever I mention it, people are like, "Wow, that's so funny! What a coincidence!" It wasn't an accident. Because I used to live on one of the top floors, and we live on a lower floor, so it was a hassle. And I mean, like, it's not horrible. Like, it was like a couple hundred feet higher. I don't know.
Also on our floor, we have the choice to take the stairs or to use the elevator.
Which is nice.
Taking the stairs is a hassle, but it's also better than waiting about 5 minutes for an elevator. Maybe
Yeah.
even 10, even more if
Yeah.
the 2 out of 3 elevators isn't working. But usually I take the stairs, and that's what I call my workout. I don't go to the gym, so I just say that my going up the stairs every day is my workout for the day. So
Yeah.
pretty helpful, but
Pretty helpful, pretty healthy.
So, as I mentioned in the first episode, I'm an architecture and urban planning major, and so that it's a lot of work, guys. I
Yeah.
honestly haven't been here a lot of the time recently because I've been at the architecture building doing my projects, because this semester we have a new project every week and it takes a full week, and we don't even have a full week. So it's just really stressful and a lot, and that's also been making Ramadan a lot harder, but it's architecture, what can you expect? I knew it was going to be hard. But yeah. How's you and your major going, Emma?
Me and my pre-med major is not doing great. Chemistry is really hard, and my professor really sucks. Because my professor, basically, we go to class and we work on problems together, and that's it. And it's like 4 hours a week doing the lecture, and then 4 hours for the lab, and then I have an hour for discussion. And then also, she wants us spending 16 hours outside of class to study and work on chemistry, which is ridiculous. But hopefully, within the next 2 semesters, I can start doing clinicals, which is really exciting. And then also taking like anatomy and like actual medical classes. Because right now, I'm taking the classes that I need to take for pre-med, but it's not like I'm not learning about medicine. Like, I'm learning about cells. Oh yeah, I can tell you have cell necrosis. What? I want to be a pediatrician. So it just feels like the stuff that I'm learning is useless right now. I'm sure that it's not going to be, because education is great. But what the hell am I gonna do with the atomic mass of zinc in, like, when I'm a doctor? Oh, your atomic mass is 2,000 moles. Wow.
Moles.
You don't know what a mole is?
I was
Oh,
about to
Lord.
say, I hate moles so much.
Moles
Learning moles was
suck.
like the worst experience.
And
I've
avocado.
ever
I
had.
probably did. I think I learned it in like high school, but
Yeah, and it's now there's like, I don't know, there's just too much. And there's such like a disconnect between the laboratory part of it and the lecture part of it. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, you learned about this for 5 seconds in lecture, so now you have to be a pro for the lab. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm just a complainer, but yeah, I'm pre-med. So, what did I expect?
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
Drinking your
about?
mommy's belly water.
So,
We're bored, bro. Can you hurry up? Just vote.
no.
Talk about your major.
Literally, I have nothing to say about my freaking major, bro.
Talk about your classes.
But, so, for me, well, the Frida is gone all day. I miss her so much, and I'm here by myself a lot. So I have to go and bother Emma, which sometimes she's not here as well. So I have to actually do my homework.
What?
My class, literally have nothing to say about my classes. Like, literally, they're fine. Like, oh my god, my freaking art class, I hate my art class. I
Yeah.
hate my art class. Like, how are you gonna have it titled The History of Art and we're literally doing drawings? And I'm not a drawer. Trust me, I'm not a freaking drawer.
It's actually so funny because I'll be doing like my actual architecture sketches and like plans, and then I'll look over at Ava and she's drawing like some random like person, stick figure looking.
Yeah,
weird
what was
thing,
the
and
last
she's, like,
thing you
coloring
drew?
it. It's so funny. It's like the funniest thing.
Literally, I feel like I'm in freaking preschool, freaking coloring. Like,
There, now you get your experience.
I don't know, I have my experience. But like, yeah, I hate that class very, very much. It's also an online class, and I struggle with online classes a lot. Thanks, COVID. But,
True, bro, true.
can you believe it's been 5 years since COVID?
Oh,
That's
Lord.
crazy. But, yeah, we were in like, what, 8th grade when COVID hit? And now we're freshmen in college, so
That's so crazy.
we weren't even in high school.
That's so crazy. COVID was literally happening tomorrow. Actually,
Yeah, it was in March.
It was literally because I remember my spring break in middle school. I literally remember it was the 13th. March 13th was our spring break, and that's the day that
I
our
remember
classes
it was
got
like the
canceled.
20th, I thought.
Yeah, for us it was the 13th is when we had our spring break, and they were like, an extra 2 week for your spring break, that's awesome. Well, it wasn't awesome for me, because I'm a theater kid, and so our musical got canceled. Really sad stuff.
So I was in private school, so I had to make all new friends in public school, and honestly, guys, they were not good friends. I literally lost all of my friends the week before quarantine hit. I had basically 2 friends going into quarantine because the rest of them decided to not be friends with me anymore over a lie. Sorry, honestly, I'm gonna get heated if I like
Keep
remember
I'm
because
getting a
it
lore
makes me
drop.
so mad. Thinking back at it, it was so dumb, and I've literally gotten apologies from like multiple of the people in senior year of high school. I got apologies from 8th grade,
Good.
so I was like, okay, that's crazy. But
Because I realized it was crazy.
yeah, but going into quarantine, honestly, it was really nice because everyone had to be home and everyone had to be quarantined, so I felt no pressure about like social pressure about like not having anyone to hang out with or not having like things to do. I was at home chilling and everyone else was, and I was having a great time. Now, school starting was another story. I think the rest of 8th grade was fine. Freshman year of high school during COVID was like the worst time of my life. It's also when I got hospitalized and paralyzed. So that's cute.
A freaking lore drop, holy.
That was deep, but
That's deep, yeah.
yeah, 8th grade drama was so petty, so
Because it's middle
annoying.
school, yeah.
Yeah, there was so much drama in my little high school too. Not high school,
Middle school.
it was elementary and a middle school though. So,
Oh.
but I didn't go there for elementary school, so everybody knew each other, and then I was like new, so it was like everyone went to school together. But yeah, there's so much drama, and sometimes people still act like that today. So,
Oh, we could talk about it.
you said something. Oh yes, COVID. Going back to school with COVID in high school.
Yeah.
The thing was, it was so weird because you could like go back to school or you could have stayed virtual. So like one of my friends went to school and I stayed
Did you
virtual.
Wow.
Yeah, I stayed virtual.
I went-
And like she made more friends. So then when I actually went back to school, she had more friends than me. So I kind of like leached off her, which was something that I will never be doing again. But yeah, you learn from your mistakes. COVID was a big mistake. Well, it wasn't our mistake, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't. Man, we made such a big mistake with COVID. Never again, dude.
Never starting a pandemic.
Yeah, actually, my sophomore year, I went to a show choir competition and I got COVID. And so it's been, almost 4 years.
yeah.
And it gave me chronic sinus issues ever since COVID. So that's really awesome. So now I never used to have sinus infections or anything like that, and now I snore and I have sinus infections and I have ear infections. So thank you, coronavirus. And it also really messed with my sense of smell, which I was so weird that was gonna happen, and it did. It did happen.
That's my mom too.
Yeah.
My mom got it like 50 times, bro.
I only got it twice.
Guys, I never got COVID. I was
Good.
COVID free. That's it. I watched a lot of people around me get COVID. I was really horrified. Honestly, I thought if I got COVID, I would die. And I never got it. But
Good.
honestly, literally, yeah, I guess quarantine was different if you got COVID. But for me, it was all making a little whipped coffee and baking.
The Dalgona coffee.
I miss it so much, and like baking and just
Yeah,
movie
you could
nights
actually
and
eat during
puzzles
class.
and all of
Yeah.
that. Sleeping during class. Oh.
Yes.
Oh my
But
god.
no, and then you would wake up
Then you would
and
wake
then
up
the
and
teacher would be
everyone's-
like, do you need anything?
Yeah, everyone's on, and you're the last person.
Yes, like
Oh,
that was so
Lord.
embarrassing. That's happened to me a couple times. Or speaking of high school, this is for high school students out there. If your teachers say that, that won't run in college or whatever.
It will.
People used to say, my teachers used to say that all the time. It will. Some professors don't care. But some are like strict, but they're not as strict as high school teachers. They're not strict at all.
Sometimes I have my English professor sometimes sends us an email. We have class 2 times a week, and sometimes he'll email and be like, I don't feel like coming to campus today, so class is canceled. Well, Lord, that would never fly in high school.
Yeah.
Like, high school is so strict for no reason. Like, when you get to college and realize that you go from 8 hours of school to having maybe like 3 or 4 hours of school,
It's so crazy.
It's life-changing.
I don't know how I sat through 8 hours
Yes,
of class.
literally. Like, constant class, too.
Mhm.
Like, when I have 2 classes in a row now, life is over. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like, here, it's not like we're doing, well, sometimes you don't do work while you're,
Yeah.
like, in lecture sometimes it's just taking notes or something.
Yeah.
So, you're not really doing much, but it's still so tiring for some reason.
Yes.
So, I know I can't speak for a friend because you probably do a lot of work, like, during your classes because it depends on your major. But, yeah, like, professors are so chill. Like, my professor literally cusses at us. Not cusses at us, but, you know, cusses when she's
fuck
speaking.
What was you?
And it's just, people are so chill. Like, it's very chill here in college.
For me, I feel like yes, for a lot of our lectures, a lot of note taking. It is more chill than high school, but it's also way more specialized. And it's very much you're doing exactly what you chose to do and
Yeah.
signed up to do.
Yeah.
So it's more interesting, but then also it's way more intensive. At least for me right now, it's like you're sitting in a lecture and they're talking about the history of architecture, talking about every single element of every single detail of every single building and the history of it and who did it and why they did it and what their thought process was and how it came to be and why and all this stuff and like everyone that worked on it, and you have to memorize all of that for our test. So it's like it's a lot. Yeah, for me it's also very tiring just because you have to absorb so much information. You actually need it, and it's a lot. But I've learned to like history in college. I hated history in high school,
Wow.
but I think I like history when it comes to architecture.
I don't have to take any history classes, which is
Mm.
crazy.
That's me. I have 0 English classes to take.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to like labs and discussions where you actually do have to do stuff in class. Okay, I hate discussions.
I hate discussions.
I hate
Oh my
discussions.
god, thank you guys.
Don't make me discuss. But labs are sometimes fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm excited for studios in architecture where we get a room and we just work for 5 hours. Oh, well, I said that and I instantly regret it because that doesn't sound fun. But like, it should be okay.
When you have a lab and discussion and lecture, you assume that in discussion you're going to be able to get help with like the lecture and like any exams you have coming up or quizzes. And in lab, you're going to be doing a lab. And in lecture, you're going to be focusing on the content. You're not going to be doing a bunch of like assignments. But like in biology, the lecture is purely information. Like you're actually learning. And oh my god, I love my biology. I freaking love my biology. I'm so excited every time that I take notes for it because it's so interesting. But then I have to go in my freaking chemistry lecture and I'm not learning. Like they're making us do stuff. Like what's the lab for then? Like I'm literally I can't. Like oh my god, I hate you. Also, sorry, just one last thing. Something really weird about college, when you get here, most of your professors, depending on your major and like depending on the classes you take, your professors could literally be doctors. Like they could have their doctorates. All of my professors require that I call them doctor because they have their
Really?
doctorates. Yes. They say they're like that's the respectful thing to do. I only have one professor who doesn't have their doctorate and requires me to call them doctor when I regard them.
For us, we are the only accredited architecture school in Wisconsin.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So, and then in general, like architecture school, when it's accredited, it's way more intense. All of your teachers
Wow.
have to be top notch. So a lot of our teachers are from Cornell, Yale, Stanford.
What the hell?
They have like really high education because we have an accredited program.
With classes, the thing is that you're literally paying for them. So like, when you're skipping or when you are,
Like not paying attention.
yeah, it's literally your choice. Like it's your choice. Some things are required, like you have to do like a lab, or you have to do like a discussion for like, or like your gen eds and stuff like that. But you still get to pick like your classes still. So it's really like your choice. And I think that it's much different from high school unless you picked your classes for high school. But it's just,
You didn't pick your classes for high school?
I did, but not to like the extent here.
See, that's interesting because here I have a lot less freedom with the class I'm choosing.
I agree.
With her?
No, with me. With you. With me.
Well, it's also because I went to
I
an
agree with
MPS
you.
school, so I also did go to a college preparatory school. So, I don't know if I learned anything different from anyone else, but we'll just say that I have.
But like for me, I have every class picked out until I graduate because they're all required.
For the most part, I do too.
Yeah.
It's maybe my first 2 years, maybe 3, that we have 2 classes that we can choose. That everything is set for us.
Yeah, I don't think I have any class that I'm allowed to choose. I have, because I had to meet with my advisor, and he was like, well, let's plan out your schedule. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he did my entire college career. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, all right.
I mean, like with mine, like, because I'm criminal justice major, so I have my criminal justice class that I have to take. So they have my, like, 101, 10, whatever, like, all that. And then I can do extracurriculars. So it also depends on the college that you're, like, what's it called? Like, because you're in urban planning college or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, like
School
the-
of
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So-
your school?
I don't know.
Is it letters and sciences?
No.
It's not.
I used to be.
I used to be letters and science, and you had to do like certain amount of
Yeah.
arts, and you had to do a certain amount of this and that. So that's how it was in my high school. So that's why you had to pick like depending on a certain amount of this and that, and that you
yeah.
needed a certain amount of that stuff. But here, it really depends, like I said again, on your major. So for my major, I don't think that I need any extracurriculars, but I just like to do stuff like other than my classes. So
Dude, the barn is so controversial right now in the
Yeah.
because low key on the low, someone told us that it was a general admission that like the dumb kids get put in the barn, which is like a really cool. It's like our biggest studio in our building, and we got told that the dumb kids.
Stolen.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of stealing in there, which I believe. But someone told us that the dumb kids get put in the barn, and then we
I
asked a
believe it.
professor, and then they said no. But then we were like, okay, the professor probably can't tell us, right?
Yeah.
But then we asked students, like the presidents of one of our clubs, and they said no, that's not true.
Oh.
But then they also but then I also found out that they place us for next year. Like they put that we cannot choose what
Oh,
studio we're
so-
in. They put us. So then what do they put us based off of? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
the best and the worst.
Well, yeah, that's what we.
But
were
that's
told.
what, yeah. But if
we
they're
were
saying
told
no,
that's
yeah.
not true.
Maybe they're
because
just trying to
wouldn't do
spare your
that.
guys' feelings.
Maybe.
Okay,
But yeah.
guys. Is that all?
Yeah.
Should we sign off?
Yeah. Bye, sweethearts.
Bye, sweetheart.
Thanks for watching and
Bye,
listening.
guys.